dreaming about failing my midterm in 5 hours. My mom is gonna whoop my ass, so I love sleeping.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello to all my non-existent fans. Welcome to my first YouTube video ever. I don't even know why I made a YouTube channel at this point, because my life is really freaking boring right now thanks for COVID, and I'm sure everyone's going through the same thing. You know what, that's probably why I made a YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, okay, this is a once in a life experience that I have gone through, and I really want to just share the story with everyone. Just before we start, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that I'm not trying to bash on her, and I'm also not trying to, talk shit about her religious belief. The story started when I was back in undergrad. I know I look 12. So back in third year, my friend and I, we wanted to room together. Right, just the two of us, because we just wanted to have fun and enjoy university. But of course, being someone who always procrastinates, I missed a freaking deadline for applying to a 2-bedroom res. So we were stuck with a 3-bedroom res. I mean, that's totally okay. We love meeting new people anyways. I moved in before anyone else did. I was just casually watching YouTube that day. I had my room opened, and my room is directly towards the entrance of our res, common area-ish. I didn't really hear anything, and then suddenly I heard like a huge bang sound. I looked back, and then I realized that it was like a door shutting sound, right? And then I was really scared because I was like, who the hell is in my res room? Because I thought I was the only person in there. And then I went outside, and the only thing different, there's no one there, the only thing different was that there was a huge suitcase outside in our kitchen area. So I was like, okay, that's probably like the third person that moved in, and I was really excited to get to know her, right?
2,000 years later.
And she finally came. So for simplicity's sake and to hide her identity, because I don't want her name to be exposed, let's just call her Bree. So Bree is an international student from Nigeria, and I was really excited to meet her because I only had one Nigerian friend. She's so nice, like she is a queen, and I adore her so much, and she's still a really close friend to me till today. We talked, everything seemed absolutely normal. She would always say good morning to me, like good afternoon, has a lot of good manners, right? So I mean, that was a really good sign, and I really wanted to take her around Canada. The next day, everything was fine until I came home from going to this like orientation event and realized that the pen and the spatula I just bought yesterday, and I didn't even have a chance to use yet, and I didn't even have a chance to touch yet, was used by Bree. And she made this fish dish that smelled so fishy. I was trying to be nice, and I was saying, hey, are you using my pan? Like, are you using my spatula? And she was like, yeah, I'm using it. So I was like, oh, okay, like I only met you for like a day, and you didn't ask me for my permission. I really don't mind, sharing my stuff with other people. This is just something you do, and it's just about helping each other, right? But the weird thing is, she made it seem so natural that I didn't even know what I should say. I didn't know if I should tell her to ask me next time, or like, what do I do? So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I just awkwardly went to my room. More time goes by, everything seems fine, until she started singing. And when I say she started singing, I mean she sings at 8 a.m. in the shower. She sings when she washes dishes at like 10 p.m. She sings at 5 p.m. when she wants to sing, and she sings even before she comes back to res. My res was in the building, right? And there's a hallway that leads from the entrance of the res all the way to our own res room. I could hear her sing in the hallway, like literally 5 minutes before she comes home. I know she's about to come home because I hear her singing in the hallway. Who does that? And speaking of singing at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 2 a.m., every time she's in the shower, she sings. She does not care if you are sleeping. She does not care if you're in the middle of a meeting, and she doesn't care if you're doing your homework. She doesn't care. So I did tell her nicely to tone it down a bit because, you know, I had stuff to do that requires some silence, right? At first, she was really nice about it. At first, she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll tone it down, right? I'll tone it down. And then when I tell her, she would message me saying, God bless you. And I was like, thank you. Like, thank you for saying that. God blesses you too. But what does this have anything to do with singing?
Bruh.
Just before, I thought that that was the worst of it. It was only the beginning. Couple weeks in, I remember that I had a midterm the next day. I had to sleep early, but I could not sleep. And as I finally fell asleep at around, I don't know, 3 a.m., I got woken up by Bree screaming hallelujah in her room. She was straight up just yelling hallelujah several times at 3 a.m. I totally understand because I know she's a Christian, right? Like, I totally respect that. But why would you say that? Why would you scream that at 3 a.m. if she doesn't live alone? Like, she lives with 2 other students. For the first time when that happened, I didn't do anything because I didn't want to bang the wall and I didn't want to interrupt her. And I thought that maybe that was just a one-time thing. And then it slowly became a weekly thing. And the weeks goes by, I could not stand it anymore, so I bang the wall and I tell her, like, please tone it down a bit, it's 3 a.m, like, please do not stop screaming at 3 a.m. And she replies to me again with, God bless you. And that's not just it. And she also has some really freaking weird habits. She would buy pizzas, chocolate muffins, ice cream, and milk home. And then for the pizza, she will only eat the crust. It's a nice ass pizza. And then she will leave the good ass cheese, like cheese middle part and all the toppings. She will just leave it there. She will leave there for 3 months. And it was just there. Like, me and my friend, we didn't want to throw it away just in case if she had other uses for it. And also for the chocolate muffins, she will only eat the chocolate chips. Like, why don't you just go buy some chocolate chips and eat the chocolate chips? Like, it's probably way cheaper, and also, like, there's no food wasted in the process because clearly she's not gonna eat a 3 months old chocolate muffin that's been outside. And for the ice cream, I have no idea how she eats ice cream. She literally sits on the chair, I don't know, she shakes her legs or something, and she gets ice cream everywhere. It's on the table, it's on the chair, it's on the floor, it's everywhere. And for the milk, she would only drink maybe a couple sips of it and she would put it in the fridge, and it would go so bad to the point where the milk literally turned gray at the bottom. And on top of that, every time I buy juice for myself, I would always see it randomly going down even though I didn't drink any of it. So as an asshole myself, there's this one time, okay, this is kind of, I'm sorry ahead of time. I know I'm an asshole sometimes. I put a couple shots of vodka in the juice just to see if, you know, she's been taking it. And guess what? Couple days goes by, there's this one time I heard her in the kitchen, and I did hear her make that gagging sound, you know, like when you drink some alcohol, you're like, oh my god, this is so bad, especially when you don't expect it. Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was pretty funny of me.
And ever since, she didn't drink any of my juice. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my habit of morning poo. I know that morning coffee, morning tea, it's something really important for a lot of people, but for me, it's my morning poo. Like, I need to take a nice dump in the morning in order to feel good for the rest of the day. So I wake up this morning, wanted to go to the bathroom. So I was like, okay, Bree is in there. That's totally okay. She's probably gonna be out in a couple minutes. 30 minutes goes by and she is still in there. I went to the bathroom. I wanted to see what's up. You know, I was kind of concerned for her safety. I don't know what happened in the bathroom. And then I heard exercising sound. She was running and doing exercises in the bathroom. At that point, I was just speechless. I was like, first of all, who does that in the bathroom? Secondly, there is something called the gym. And third, worst case scenario, you can do it in your own bedroom. There's a window and everything. You know, like, you're gonna be sweating a lot. And at least there's like nice breezes coming in. Like, you can just like, you know, do your thing there. But no, she chose the bathroom. I waited, and eventually I gave up. I went to the first floor, the communal bathroom, and I took my dump there. Yeah. And the next thing is kind of horrifying. It does include bodily fluid, so if you don't want to watch this part, you can skip to this time. And there are many times when I went to the bathroom to take a shower, I would see trails of blood. Like trails of just like drops of blood from the bathroom to the communal area and to her room. Till this day, I don't know what it is. I really hope it's just from her period and nothing else. It was really freaking horrifying because imagine going into the bathroom and see trails of blood that is not yours. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so the next incident I want to talk about is when me and my friend, we were just casually chilling at Res like we usually do, and suddenly we hear like knocking sound on our door. So we're like, okay, like maybe it's like another friend of ours that came to visit. But no, it was a police. And she asked us, do you know anyone named Bree? So we're like, yeah, like that's our third roommate. She comes out of her room and has a nice chat with the police. Well, you know, we did hear some of it, and one of the questions we heard was the police asking her, have you ever thought of hurting other people? And me and my friend, we were kind of like freaking out because we're like, hey, like we know there's a lot of habits of hers that are simply just habits, right? Like what does that have to do with her possibly hurting other people? So we thought it was so weird. We don't know who called the police on her. We don't know what happened. But yeah, that was really, really weird. She would also leave tons of garbage. And when I say garbage, I mean garbage bags that have been there for months. Like, there was takeout boxes. There was, I don't know, McDonald's fries. There was just a lot of different food in there that's been there for 3 months. And she puts it outside her bedroom and she doesn't throw it away. And my room was right beside her room. Oh my gosh. Every time I open the door, I can just smell it. Our res was so dirty at the end of the year to the point where we were charged $70 cleaning fee from res, even though me and my friend had absolutely nothing to do with it. It was for the chocolate or the crumbs on the floor, the ice cream on the chair, the 3 months pizza, the expired milk. So yeah, that was my story. I hope my story spiced up your quarantine life a little bit. And yeah, if you want to maybe watch more videos by me, feel free to subscribe.
Bye.